Hello and welcome to another track guide. This is going to be the first one in a bit. So, this one's going to be for IMSA this week, and it's going to be in the LMP2. So, let's get straight into it. So, going into turn 1, we're gonna want to cut this inside grass. And you want to start braking right as this grass on the outside starts. Just a little bit of brake, maybe like 20%, down to 4th gear. You want to get close. You want to get as close to this inside curb as possible without actually touching the curb. Track out, and then go back to the right before turning in, right about at the end of this black or darker tarmac. So you're gonna want to aim for this, and right about as the curb starts, you're gonna start braking, using all of the curb, braking about 50% down to 2nd gear. You want to use all of this curb. You want your tires to be right on this yellow line. You need to use as much of this curb as possible, and then you track out and use all of this curb. Going to the left, and then it's flat. This is also flat, and through here, I'm gonna start braking right at the start of this curb, using all of the curb on the right down to 3rd gear. And you want to use all the curb on the left, but you don't want to touch the grass, as that'll bottom out the car. And then you want to use all of this curb, even some of the gravel if you need to cater as much speed through that corner as possible. Now going down the straight, we're gonna want to brake just after this first started light line, braking hard down to 3rd gear, getting back on power. And then for this, you want to start braking right about as you're getting back up onto this curb, right before this ends, using all of the curb on the left to brake down to the 1st gear. Now you can use this curb if you want to, or you could miss it. It depends on what you want to do. But the most important part about this corner is making sure you get a good exit down the straight, as this is an extremely long straight and is where the majority of the overtakes will be done into the next corner. So let's skip forward to the next corner, which will be the last braking zone of the track. So you're going to want to brake right around the 100, braking all the way to 100%, using all of this curb on the right, turning in 2nd gear. And now here, it's very important that you cut as much of the track as you can. I could even cut a little bit more. The off track is if the middle of your car goes over this curb and into this dirt, and you can judge the middle of the car here. So I had this much left to use, so you can cut more than I did. But you don't want to cut too much, as that will give you an off track, and it's very easy off track to get. And then getting back on power, you want to slightly lift off, use all of this curb on the right, and then getting back on power, going up the hill, using all the curb on the left, and then going to this flat right-hander to end the lap. And yeah, that was the track guide. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something from this, and hopefully your IMSAs this week go well. I'll see you guys in the next one.